Hello there, my friends. My name is Andrew Michael. Welcome back to the channel. And today we have something a little bit different. On this channel, we typically tour new construction homes, sometimes homes that are available for sale in master plan communities. And that's great for a lot of people. But this home is a little different. This is a resale that we have listed for sale, and it's actually on a 1 acre yard, and the HOA is currently not active, which means there are really no enforceable bylaws from an HOA. So why is this home of interest? Well, number one, it has a 1 acre yard, it has some mature fruit trees, has a saltwater solar powered swimming pool, so you can heat it in those 2 to 3 months when it actually gets cold here, chilly here, free of charge, courtesy of Sunlight. And yeah, you can have your chickens, you can have your garden, you can have all of those things. And where we are now is in an unincorporated Callahan. So we are just north of the city of Jacksonville, probably about 20-30 minutes to the Jacksonville airport. If you wanted to go to the town of Yulee, you're only a couple of minutes away, and that's where you're gonna find like your Publix, which is our grocery store, medical, the YMCA is there, there's plenty of restaurants. So even though this home feels more rural, you're very close to the amenities, and you're also about 30 minutes to the beach, which is a draw too. In this county, Nassau County, most of these types of properties are further west, which means you have to drive further to get at everything. So yeah, so this home on Rocking Horse has 3 bedrooms, plus an upstairs bonus room. It has a 3-car garage, 2.5 bathrooms, meaning 2 full bathrooms and 1 half bath. Well, with all out of the way, let's go take a look at the house. All right, so here we are out front. It is by the way, I always ask this in all my videos. Where are you and what is the weather? Throw a comment down below, would love to know. I am in unincorporated Callahan, so just north of Jacksonville, off of kind of close to 95, about 15 minutes away. Right now it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's a beautiful day, probably around 80 degrees. All right, so this is what the front of the home looks like and kind of down the street, kind of give you an idea. So the big draws to this community, obviously, number one, you don't have the homes right smack next to each other. And number two, there is an HOA, but it's not active. So it could come back at some point, but as of now, it's not. And of course, no CDD fees. So here we go. Let's walk up, and I'll walk out the back door and show you the yard. The home is on well and septic. And our drain field's here in Florida. If you hang out to the end, I'll show you what that looks like. They're kind of funny here because of the water table, and I'll explain that then. So here we go. How would you like to have that much space between you and your neighbor? I'd love it. I've got about 15 feet between my neighbor and myself. All right, so here we go. So when you walk in, you have a dining area. Hello there. There we go. It is Daddy Daycare today, so we are learning how to sell real estate and YouTube channels and such. All right, so here we go. So when you walk in, so there's the front door, just so you kind of know, there is an office right by the front door. You could enclose this in if you wanted to. So like what we did at our house is we have a French doors, you could do something like that here, put one of those big sliding door thingies. Then over here, we have a open dining area, which is right off the kitchen. So cool. Now upstairs, there is a bonus room. I'll show you that before we go outside. Got your kitchen. It's kind of wide open, goes right into the living room, and of course then it goes into the outdoor areas, which we will do last. One of my other favorite things about this home is it does have smooth walls. I love that. All right, so the current owners have this set up. This is a bedroom. It does have a closet. It's a decent size. If you want the room measurements, let me know, and I'll get those to you. But they have it set up as a home gym, obviously. But you could, obviously, this is a bedroom, so you just don't need it as one. You've got a full bathroom right here, so this is what your company would use, or if somebody else lived in your home. You do have high ceilings here, which I don't know if my little video is doing a good job. you go. So this is bedroom number 2. I'm gonna pan through just so you kind of know where you are. It's one of the complaints I get about my videos is sometimes people get lost. So like, where am I exactly? So you go, you've got a high ceiling. We are now in the primary bedroom / master bedroom / whatever. So what do you call it where you are? Throw a comment down below, be kind of curious. Where are you and what do you call the owner's retreat in your area, if it matters? All right, so this is kind of an interesting countertop. This is like a leathered granite. So it is like a granite, but it's got like a leather feel to it. It's kind of different. Cool. So this shower is an open shower. So if you had if you don't have special needs, then it's fine, you just walk in. But if you had somebody had a wheelchair or something like that, they can just wheel right into it. And you've got a jetted tub. There you go. Now in here's a water closet. I'm not going to show you what that looks like. We all know, i.e. a toilet. Then in here you have their closet, but it's their personal stuff. So I'm not going to put it on the internet. I'm sure they would appreciate that. All right. So next, let's go take a look at the garage. I don't normally show the garage in my videos, but they do keep theirs very clean, so I can do that. It does have the shark coating. There you go. Wish we'd done that with our house when we bought it. So it has a 3-car garage. Now, if you're wondering what this is, oh wait, hang on. If you're wondering what this is a screen. I know it looks kind of funny on my computer or on my phone. What this is for is if it's like, let's say it's a summer day and there's bugs outside, but you want to work in the garage, you want to have the garage doors up, you put the garage door up and then you put those screens down. That way you still get some ventilation, but the bugs don't come in. So there you go. You've got their John Deere tractor. Under here they have storage. It is air conditioned and they have it locked up. So here's your, your water softener, all that kind of fun stuff. And then over here you've got your tub, which I didn't know I needed one until I got one at my house. And man, I tell you, it's great to have a sink in your garage. So this would be like an oversized 3-car garage. You could definitely put 3 vehicles over here. And then you have an extra space over there for whatever your stuff is. And it's really important on a house like this. So if you have like a 20-foot yard in Nocatee or something, yeah, okay. But if you're over here, the person who's going to buy this house is probably going to be into gardening. They're going to maybe have chickens or maybe have whatever. So they're going to need that extra space in the garage for that. So cool. All right, well, that out of the way, let's go on upstairs. So here's the stairs. And what this is, I can't really call this a bedroom because it doesn't have a door here. It's actually supposed to. I remember when they built the home, because I was their agent then too. Here you go. But it does not. So they use it as a second living room. It actually looks smaller than it is on my video. I'm looking at it right now. You do have a closet over here. And over here you have a half bathroom. So here's the half bath. And then there's like a little open area over here for storage. In my house, what we would probably use this for is either my home office, because my wife is way more organized than I am. So either it would be up here where people can't see it, or more likely it would be the kids' play area, meaning my wife's more organized. So her office would be downstairs where everybody can see it because it looks nice, so why not? Where my stuff is not so much. So anyway, but that would probably either be my office or more likely our children's play area, which is really nice too because the stuff's upstairs. If it's a mess, nobody can see it. So, well, all right, last but not least, let's go outside and take a look at the pool, and then we'll take a look at the outdoor area too. So here is definitely like one of my favorite things about this home. It does have a saltwater swimming pool. It's solar heated, and it's got a really nice screened in enclosure. We would call this a bird cage. So if you're moving here from out of the area, this is a bird cage. So that's what we refer to it as. But yeah, it's nice because you've got your table and your chairs over here. You've got your barbecue grill. I have 2 grills, so I would have my propane grill and then my smoker. But you can have whatever you want. Cool. Now, we talked before about well and septic, and one thing that kind of surprises people when they move here from out of the area is the drain fields are above ground. And why is that? Well, we have a very low water table here in Florida. So, that water table's closer to where we are instead of like 100 feet down. So that's why they don't put that underground, is because they don't want to risk contamination. So if I showed it to you, which I will in a second, it doesn't really show you how high it is. So I will show you in a different way. Now I will walk on top of it. Here you go. So I am now on top of the drain field. So you can see how high it is. It's not really a big deal. You get used to it after a while. But cool. Let's take a look at everything else. Last but not least, let me show you the fruit trees, which are pretty cool. This one is some sort of pear. And there you go. And then over here, I want to say these are grapes. Oh, what a beautiful day. Hear the birds chirping, the whole thing. And then over here are blueberries. Now obviously there's tons of land here, so you could plant way more if you wanted to. And there you go. When I was here before, there was netting over all these. Well, there you are. So what do you think? So if you're interested in this home, it's currently listed for sale. So you can reach out to us directly, or if you already have a realtor, have them reach out to me. That's fine, either way. Anyway, if you want to see more model tours, you could definitely check on this channel. We have playlists for like Nocatee, Seven Pines, Silverleaf, whatever it may be. We also have a playlist for homes on 1 acre lots, which is where this one is. So whatever it is you're looking for, you can check that out. Then you can also check out our sister channel, where we go into pros and cons, tips about the neighborhood, stuff like that. And in that channel, we go into a lot more detail. So if you want to learn stuff about there, check that channel out and go over and check out those playlists again for whatever it is that you're interested in. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. My name is Andrew Michael, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Take care.